Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Edhellond Chronicles. My name is Savi, and I'll be your dungeon master for today's episode. You may remember in our previous adventure, we have just stepped off the Tribor Trail after dealing with a goblin ambush. Our four adventurers have saddled up for the night, and we are on our way up to eventually Cragmaw Hideout, with a quick little detour, which I didn't foresee. I found it quite enjoyable. And other than that, sit back, relax, and enjoy. We camped after that little goblin fight, if I remember correctly.
We did. We camped out. We camped out in a little clearing.
Which we really didn't need to, because we were doing okay, but I just needed to end it there. So
that's fine. Well, it was dark. You said it
was getting dark. Yeah, we didn't want to travel at night.
Yeah, dark's a scary thing. Alright, so we have no Zuhu, if that is her real name. So that leaves us without a healer, right?
It's all good.
Psh.
We're good.
Who needs healers?
We got hit dice, man.
Overrated. Totally overrated. Alright, let's do this then. I just need a notepad with a new thing here so I can roll all my criticals and how easily I kill you guys, and then we're good to go.
Good.
Alright, so I guess we wake up. Nothing fancy. You guys had found the map, not this amazingly lines I've drawn. It gets better than that, don't worry. I hope.
So you say.
So I say. Is this the right one? Please be the right one. There we go. Alright. So we are going to Cragmaw Hideout. Or you guys had just stepped off the path to Cragmaw Hideout, if I'm correct. Correct?
Yeah, we just stepped off the path into a clearing to set up camp so that we didn't get ambushed in the night by goblins.
Excellent. Excellent.
I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys.
That sounds good to me.
I like it.
Something like that.
Alright. So, it's morning. You guys have found the map that has directed you to the hideout. And, there you go. What do you want to do?
We wake up in the morning and our druid is gone.
Just right. I guess we should write that in. Well, Hannah, you guys have woken up in the morning, and as Derek has said, just gone. No idea where. Yeah, pretty much just without a sight, up and gone.
She's probably chased off a squirrel or something.
Well, that's a very good possibility with her.
Well, maybe we should get this cargo to town.
Like we either take it to town or this is good.
Wait, we've been tasked to do, finish that up and then touch base and see if these guys got away and maybe circled around in the woods and went back to town. And if they're still gone, then maybe we can come back and look for them when we don't have a wagon full of cargo.
And there's ale in the town.
Yes, there's definitely ale in the town.
Yes. There is ale in the town. This is
that I'm allowed to drink.
That you are allowed to drink, yeah. So, you want to head to Phandalin, if that's...
Yes.
Alright. I'm fine with that. Let's head to Phandalin. So, you guys have a marching order in any specific way?
I'm going to off into the... Well, no, actually, I'm going to get up on top of the wagon again.
Okay.
And keep an eye out well ahead. Passive perception here is somewhere in my character sheet.
It is 17. Alright, so at this point, you might notice that we are missing two of our players. One of them we were unable to get a hold of them. No idea where they were. And the other one actually had to go take care of his child, which, you know, it is what it is. It's a world, and he let us continue on without him, which was very generous of him, and we greatly appreciate it. So, we're going to continue on with just 2 player characters right now, and we have a little bit of a surprise on how we can balance out some of the battles for you. So, with this little deterrent, it'll still be good, enjoyable, different dynamics, totally different playthrough.
And then there were 2.
And then there was 2. So you guys wake up, and and Belhanna and Drog are both gone. Oh shit. Okay.
We need to get these goods to town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that there's 2 of you, yes you do, and that gives me some time to figure out what the fuck's going on.
I'm sure they know where they're going. It'll be fine. They can't get lost.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll meet us back at town. Maybe they headed back toward town, or
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe.
So we're gonna head towards town. Super. That's good. All right. So it's we have Roland up on top of the cart. I'm guessing Varus, you're going to be driving the cart.
I'm assuming so.
I mean, we've yeah. There's not much we can do with that. So it's a pretty well worn path, so there's not a whole lot. It's well traveled. The only way that anything's going to happen is if there is the slight chance of an ambush. So probably the rest of the day we do a nice traveling with your cart, nothing fancy, and when you start to approach the town, the road track emerges from a wooded hillside, and you catch a first glimpse of Phandalin. The town consists of 40 or 50 simple log buildings, some built on old firestone foundations, more old ruins, crumbling stone walls covered in ivy and briars, surrounded the newer houses and the shops. Wow, I read that very well. Not really. Surrounding the newer houses and the shops, showing how this must have been a much larger town in centuries past. Most of the newer buildings are set on the side of the cart tracks, which widen into a muddy main street of sorts as it climbs towards the ruined manor house on the hillside at the east side of town. As you approach, you see children playing on the town greens and townsfolk tending to chores or running errands at shops. Many people look up as you approach, but all return to their business as you go by. Alright, that's Phandalin. And this is the city. It's super fancy. You guys are coming in from the top here. That's where you guys come in from. So, the town is all yours.
Well,
I believe we were supposed to go to the provisions place, I believe.
Yeah, I totally forget where we were supposed to take these goods. It's been a while, but I'm sure I would remember in the day since we left.
Yeah, you guys know that it's Barthen's provisions. I'm pretty sure if I'm correct.
Okay, so we come right in town and we're right on top of it then.
Yeah, you guys are right there, sort of thing. Yeah, and that is where you guys will be going to.
So we pull up and I jump off top and I tell Varus to let them know the delivery's here. I'll keep an eye on the wagon.
Alright. I guess I go up to the door and I knock.
Alright. Come in, you hear, as Barthen yells from inside.
So I walk in, I tell him, hey, we brought the cart.
Alright, so you take a look at the gentleman standing there, and he's a lean, balding, human male shopkeeper of 50 years with a kindly manner. There's a couple clerks putzing around. This is the largest, or the biggest trading post in Phandalin. So with this being a previous mining town, it was big in the day. It's a little quieter now, considering, you know, the mining slowed down a little bit. So the gentleman puts his hand out and shakes your hand and says, "Hi, welcome to my shop. I'm Elmer."
Elmer.
Elmer.
Hi, Elmer. I'm Varys.
Hi, Varys. What can I do for you?
We were told to bring this cart of supplies to you.
Oh, excellent. You're the group from Neverwinter, correct?
Yes, group. That's totally what we are.
Group.
Yes.
They said there'd be 4 of you. What's happened?
The other 2 left in the night. We're assuming they're fine. They knew how to get here, so we just went on ahead.
Excellent. Well, you know, my supplies are here, so I'm not gonna complain at all. So, perfect. I guess you guys will be wanting payment. What was it what's his name now?
Who knows?
What was it that Gundarin promised you?
You know, an amount that's fair.
An amount. Let me just take a look through my papers here and see what I can find. Oh, it looks like I've got it written here that Gundarin, we put it together that 10 gold pieces each. You know.
Oh.
And
just 1 second. Let me go talk to my friend over here. I'll see what he thinks.
All right, no worries. I'll be here.
So then I go out and I grab Roland and bring him in.
Yes.
Okay.
Is there a problem?
I don't know. He wants to give us 10 gold each.
Was payment supposed to be direct, or was payment supposed to be going through the Adventurers Guild?
It's been like 3 weeks. I don't remember anymore.
Did he not make it ahead of us?
No, Gunderson hasn't shown up, and neither has his counterpart. You are the first that I've seen.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
Seems he might have been attacked on the road. We were hoping that he got away and made it to town.
Well, that's not good. Well, most definitely. Yeah, we might have to track him down in order to continue this transaction. If you want, I have no problem holding on to these goods and anything you need, and you know, you can have.
Well, if you could provide us proof of delivery, we could provide that to the Adventurers Guild.
Not a problem. So he goes back and he writes up a receipt and hands it to you guys and all that. And he's like, "Would you gentlemen like payment now, or will you be heading back through Phandalin?"
Well, we may need an advance until we find out what's going on here. So we'll take the payment that's scheduled to us per your notes, and we will just make sure that's documented properly in the receipt of goods that you paid such, and any remainder may still be due to the Adventurers Guild.
Excellent. So I've got written down that there should be 4 of you, and I've budgeted for it, and Gunderson, he's a good friend of mine, and I hope that he's all right. So what I'll do is I will give you 20 gold pieces each, and you can split it amongst whoever you please if you find your friends, and so be it. But Gundarin, he's not one to just disappear like that.
Has me quite worried as well. We may have to go back out looking for him. We have an idea where he might be, but we might want to notify town that there's goblins about first. Who'd be in charge here?
If you headed to the townmaster's hall, he would most definitely be able to. He's the one who looks after everything and kind of keeps our small town together.
We will do that.
So, have you been to town before? Actually, I have some of these maps here, and he hands the two of you the maps you're looking at now, and everything's all listed and everything there. He's like, it is getting quite late. You can talk to the town master, but then probably after that, I can head over to the Stonehill Inn and look in getting you some room and board for the night.
That would be most helpful to have a place to touch base while we're organizing to go back out as a rescue adventure here.
Excellent. I will also send note back to Herschel in Neverwinter that Gundren hasn't shown up. So just to let your handler know that there has been some issues, but not to worry. I'm sure you are capable adventurers that will be able to solve this in no time.
No time at all.
Excellent. All right.
Well, let's get to that town master's hall.
It's a fantastic idea. We go marching down the street.
All right. The town master hall has a sturdy stone wall, a pitched wooden roof, and a bell tower at the back. Posted on a board next to the front door is a notice written in common. Can both of you read common?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
good.
Should be able to.
It's pretty common. I'd hope so. It reads, reward. Orcs near Wyvern Tor. Those of mind to face the orc menace should inquire within. The notice bears the town seal and an indescribable signature. So yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Orcs and goblins. This isn't boding well for us. This means they're probably too busy to help us out any. Let's get in here to at least let them know about it.
Sounds good.
All right, so you guys walk in, and it looks like it's just a small little courthouse, not a whole lot going on. Sort of courthouse, community center, sort of all in one. Nothing too fancy there. You do notice that off to the side that there is some jail cells, and a fat, pompous old fool comes out behind a bank desk and says, "What can I do for you, gentlemen?"
I'll let you talk.
Well, good sir, we've come in from Neverwinter with goods, provisions for a local shop, and we were waylaid by goblins along the road. Thought it'd be necessary for you to notice. I don't know if you're responsible for watches or if Neverwinter handles those, but Neverwinter should be notified that more patrols are needed. We may have lost some companions on the road there. Is there assistance available?
We're pretty tied up with our troops here in Phandalin, but I'll be sure to send a note to the Neverwinter, the guard tower over there, just so that they're aware of what's going on. Sorry, I didn't catch your name. I'm Harbin Wester.
The name's Roland. Roland Nightbreeze.
Nice to meet you, Roland, and your friend.
I nodded.
I'm Varys.
Nice.
Felkir. I got it.
Did you have a stroke there, Varys?
Sometimes I haven't used it in a long time, so it's hard to remember sometimes what my last name.
Okay. The gentleman looks a little confused and scratches his head.
I've been in the wilderness for a while. It's not useful to know a name.
All right, if you say so. I'll be sure to send out a letter of notice about the goblin troubles on the trail, because it's a trading trail. This is our livelihood that's at stake. We'll definitely collaborate with the Neverwinter troops, and hopefully we can get that all sorted out. Anything else I can do for you, gentlemen?
what's this business with the orcs? I see there's wanted posters. What direction are they at? What's that about?
Well, we've got some orcs, and they are actually, you guys must have gone right through it. Back up down the Tribord Trail, which you came in on. Let me just get the regional map up here. And then I'll pull you guys in so you can see it. Alright, so back up the Tribord Trail to the intersection there, and where you turn to head south to Phandalin, if you would have just kept on going, we've had some difficulties with orcs, with a band of orcs near Wyvern Trail. You seem like you're a little down on your group's a little low, but if you come back and when you're full or when you feel up to it, Wyvern Tor, that's the area that we're having some issues with some of these orcs. And if you guys are interested, we will I'll pay 100 gold pieces if you guys can take care of the orcs for us.
Well,
so
sounds like a good idea, but we do have this thing we have to take care of. So
Yeah, we'll
for sure, for
that in
sure,
mind.
for sure. I and keep it in mind for sure, because it helps us out, and we'll help you out here too. So. But best of luck with searching for your companions. Hopefully everything's all right.
Thank you for the information.
No problem. Have yourselves a wonderful night. All right.
hopefully.
And about what time we're approaching? It's evening now. How
Yeah,
long did it take us to get here?
It took the rest of the day, sort of thing. So it's getting 9, 10. It's getting quite late. So. And I know you adventurers like to get a good night's sleep. Just kidding.
Well, let's see about those sleeping arrangements the provisioner told us about. If that's okay with you.
Sounds good. I can always use my 4 hours of meditation. Sleep.
All right. So, in the center of town stands a large, newly built roadhouse of fieldstone and rough-hewn timbers. The common room is filled with locals, nursing mugs of ale or cider, all of them eyeing you with curiosity.
Never seen a ninja before?
All right. All right. So, you guys.
Just take no heed and walk up to the probably one end of the bar if it's clear and take a seat there. Positioning myself so I at least have somewhat a view of the room behind me.
I'll just go up to the bar and ask the bartender, what's his name from Barthen's Provisions?
Elmer.
Elmer. Ask him if Elmer has talked to him about us.
Oh, yes. Welcome, welcome. The gentleman you see is a young human male. Quite short. Yes, you must be the gentleman that Elmer's talked about. Yeah, we've got some rooms in the back for you. My name's Tolbin. If you guys need anything, be sure to let me know. We've got drinks, we've got food on tap. Whatever you need, we'll help you out. So.
I love my food when it's tapped.
Food on tap.
Yeah, food's on tap. It's it's
revolutionary.
It's mush. We pull a lever and just
Smoothies for everyone.
exactly.
Well, I'm just gonna go find my room and go to bed.
All right.
Pretty tired, I guess.
Your room is down the hall, third one on the left.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you very much, Torben.
No problem. You have yourself a good night.
So I just go in my room and I find a nice comfy corner and I do my
Sit there.
meditation sleep thing.
Excellent. Excellent. All right. And Tolbin comes down and he says, "What can I get you, sir?" As he's talking to Roland.
Whatever's good. Whatever you're. What do people like here?
I mean, we've got some roast chicken that's actually going very well. It seems to be the town favorite. Roast chicken, some mash.
Sold, I say. Bring it on out.
Excellent. I'll get that ready for you. He heads into the back. Probably about 15 minutes later, comes out and there's just this nicely cooked chicken with some mash, potatoes, and some veggies on the side, sort of thing. So, you know, for it being kind of a rundown town, it seems like they've definitely got the best eats in town. That's for sure.
Perfect.
So,
Was it on tap?
it was on tap. Yeah.
I thank the gentleman and pay him, and as I eat, take my time eating, I look around, see what just to get an idea for the general temperament of the patrons. See what I see.
What you notice is it's really just a lot of common folk. Looks like there's what you would assume to be farmers, sort of thing. Some local woodworkers, sort of thing. Not, nobody that really stands out. It's really just your common folk that live in Phandalin. So they're just not used to travelers.
Okay, well, I finish up my food and head to bed.
Excellent. Tolbin says, "Don't worry about it. We've Elmer's taking care of it for you gentlemen. He said you guys had tough travels, so he's looking out for you. Your room is up the stairs, down the hall, and third room on the right."
Thank you, sir.
You have yourself a wonderful night. All right. Cool. All right. I think I've got an idea how we can make this work. Because, spoilers,
We'll be fine.
the other group almost died. And there was 4 of them.
It's all good. They didn't know what they're doing, right?
In a goblin camp? How do you die in a goblin camp?
I'm not saying there's going to be, any conflict or anything, but I've got this. I got it. I'm good. All right. So, morning comes round, and you hear a rooster cockling. I think that's what it's called. Cockling? Maybe not.
Crowing?
Crowing? I don't know.
Cock-a-doodling?
Yeah.
Cock-a-doodling?
Rooster name noise. I'm curious. All right. Yes. So.
Crowing. Yeah.
It is crowing. Good to know. Good to know.
Learn something new every day.
Exactly.
But only one thing.
No,
After
that's
that,
it.
it's just
I'm done now. I don't have to learn anything else.
Okay. All right. So, morning time.
At this point, I'm kind of worried about Gundren and his bodyguard dude. I'm like tapping my toes. I'm like, come on, let's go.
So I can sit Varus down at the table, and so we have a couple options here, Varus. We could try to handle this ourselves, or we could try to go find some help back at Neverwinter. But by the time we get back, it might be too late.
I don't think I'm fast enough to get back to Neverwinter and back. I'm afraid they're already in trouble.
That's what I'm saying. So it sounds like we're gonna have to go after them ourselves.
Yeah. Hopefully, our group comes back eventually.
But,
can help us out. But I think we're stuck on our own for now.
well, you seem pretty light on your feet, so I think the best approach for this would be as quiet as possible. Slip in, free the prisoners, and get out if we can find them.
Not to brag or anything, but I do have a passive stealth of 16.
Everybody in the inn kind of looks. What is passive stealth of what? What is that?
I go into stealth.
Hides. All right.
So,
before you guys actually head out, if I can find the gentleman's name again, Tolban comes up to Roland because he can't see Varus anymore. He's like, I've actually
1-1 now.
I hope everything's okay and everyone's all right in your group. It seems to be dwindling, but Elmer has contacted me and he told me that he got a hold of Herschel, I guess your guild handler sort of thing, and Herschel seemed quite concerned with the fact that there's now 4 people missing. So
I walk up behind him and go, oh man, that bathroom needs to be cleaned.
okay, you can't be doing that. Okay, all right.
Oh, sorry about that.
All
I
right.
didn't know you were not perceptive.
I'm a little jumpy, all right? All right, so Herschel actually told me that, well, the information I've been told is that Herschel will be meeting you gentlemen at the intersection back up towards Neverwinter there. So he will be there to assist you with finding your compadres. So
That's nice of him. He must have a fast horse.
it's yeah, it's he's only meeting you halfway sort of thing. Or half
He doesn't have an oxen wagon. He's just got himself on a horse.
just him on a horse. He's moving, right? So
I'm gonna have to pause myself here and look up a price of something.
Yeah, no worries. No worries. Yeah, actually, at Barthen's Provisions, he pretty much sells everything under 25 gold pieces, except not weapons and armor.
I'm pretty sure I can afford what I want to buy.
All adventuring gear he sells. All right, so Tolban says, gentlemen, best of luck on your adventure, and I'm sure we'll see you passing through town sometime or another. And,
how much is the grappling hook by any chance?
all right, let's take a role-playing break.
My book is way over there, else I would have looked it up myself.
I got it in my hand. I'm already on it. I'll find it for you here.
What page is that, anyways?
150.
150.
I shouldn't have said I had it open. I should have just waited until you asked him. I'm like, oh, it's 150.
Yeah, 150.
Well, I heard you turning the pages of the books, so.
2 gold.
2 gold. God, it's so expensive.
I was gonna say that's like nothing.
I know. Well, I only have 5, so.
All right, so
Well, you've got more than you've got 25. You got 20 gold.
Oh, yeah, I did get money, didn't I?
well, I would set 10 of my gold aside in case one of our companions came. I wouldn't want to.
Keep in mind, you do have to pay the guild as well. That's 40%. So technically,
Did they say that?
yeah.
I thought they said our cut was 10 gold.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
That's what I thought.
All right, that works.
That's the assumption I was going on.
All right, that's a good assumption.
So at some point during our adventure, I buy a grappling hook from Barthen's Provisions.
All right, you now.
And while we're there getting some supplies, I would get a hooded lantern, and some manacles.
What in the hell's a manacle? That's
It's,
just like
handcuffs.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Handcuffs.
Okay, and a hooded lantern. All right, cool. So that's 7 gold pieces. Excellent. Excellent. All right. So yeah, that's pretty much that. If you guys are wanting to head out, you're good to go.
All right.
Yeah, so it's probably just trying to think. We should get you guys some horses. So actually,
That's the thing I was checking the price
Yeah.
on, actually. They're 75 gold apiece.
Elmer, the gentleman after you guys have purchased, he's like, Herschel's also commissioned me to set you up with some modes of transportation. So I actually have a 2-horse here for you. So
Oh.
they do have to come back, so you will be coming back.
Of course.
Yeah, we'll totally bring these horses back. Totally alive.
Herschel has been a dear good friend of mine, and I know he'll make sure they come back in one piece. As he looks in a
Yes.
sinister
Oh
look.
yeah, we'll tape it right back together.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. I didn't say that. I wouldn't say that.
Yeah.
I'm not too good with horses, but I think I can manage. I've
Excellent.
not too much experience riding horses.
Excellent. Gentlemen, you have yourself the best of luck on your adventure, and hopefully it turns around for you guys. It sounds like you guys have had some tough troubles so far. So
We're just losing people.
just 4 people are gone. Whatever. So, yeah. All right. So the horses are just around the side, sort of thing there, just tied up to the side. There is a brown horse and a black and white spotted horse.
Do I recognize either of the horses?
I mean, one looks like a brown horse and a black and white spotted horse.
Like, is one of them the horse that was pulling the cart?
No, because
Because I
It
did drive
was
the
an
cart
oxen.
for a very
It was
long
an
time.
oxen.
oxen were pulling the
Oxen.
cart. So,
So
Fine. Oxen.
I would walk up to the horses, and I'm gonna go to the first horse. So I guess the brown horse.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do an animal handling check to see if it responds well to me.
ooh, okay.
So I'm walking by the horse, and I'm like, I reach out to touch it, and it
And
take my finger off.
the horse at first seems a little jumpy, but you put your hand on it and give it a few pets and stroke its mane, and it seems to settle down.
Oh, and I'll go up to my horse too. And I jump right on.
You never
And-
jump right on. You never.
Your horse, he seems so laid back. You get on no problem, and you guys are ready to roll.
All right.
Get it ready to roll because we're playing.
So,
Wow.
as we're coming out of town, like once we leave town and we're on the road and I can see it behind me, I'm gonna pull my bow out and I'm gonna knock an arrow. And knowing that there's goblins on this road, I'm gonna have my bow at the ready with an arrow knocked for the length of the journey till we find our friend here.
Excellent. Let me just see if I can find something fun. None of those are good.
Remember that time you rolled your passive perception on the dice?
Nice. Alright, well, it is what it is. So, you actually start heading back towards Neverwinter, and you head past the site where you see the dead horses, no problem, and you get to the high road where it meets up with Tribord Trail, and you see a grizzled old man with a cloak, gray beard, sitting on his horse, waiting for you gentlemen. And he says, Forrest, Roland, what's going on? And
I didn't leave in the night, I swear.
And he's like, where's Drog and Valhalla? You guys can
We're
tell.
waylaid by.
You can tell this
You're
is
waylaid by
Herschel, by the way.
goblins.
Goblins. Well, that's no good. I also hear
And,
that
well,
Gundren and Sildar are nowhere to be found.
Well, we found their horses. The horses were killed. There was blood. I managed to find the trail, but it looked as if it was the goblins' trail. And given their reputation, I wouldn't think them so easily overcome by goblins. So we headed back to Phandalin to secure passage of the goods, as requested, as well as to see if they made it to town okay.
They didn't.
They didn't.
Well.
Correct.
Gundren and Sildar, they're some good friends of mine, and this first expedition for you guys has not gone so greatly. I feel as if we most definitely we should definitely investigate where these gentlemen have gone to. That is, if you're man enough to do so. I mean, or elf, or half elf. I forget your.
We're all elves.
Elves? Alright. If you're elf enough to do so, and he gives a wink, and like, I know this was bad, but go with it.
Yeah. Well, the goblins that we confronted earlier are dead, so I'm sure we can handle any more that we come up with.
Goblins are dead. Excellent. Well, I think we'd best haste and not waste any more time, as our friends could be in danger. So, yeah, head back to the trail.
Let's get back there.
Smash. Alright, so, the trail is a little smaller. It's quite a small trail. Herschel suggests that you guys tie the horses up where you guys had made camp before, just to get them off the beaten path, and who knows what's going to be up ahead, right? So,
Well, I would suggest that anyway. I need to be off the horse to be doing my tracking gig here.
Excellent. Alright.
So I'd like to I pull the guys aside and I say, okay, well, we know there's goblins in the woods and we don't know where they're at in here. And I go over some hand signs. Stop, go, caution, I see something. So that we don't have to be shouting at each other in the woods. Per my survival training.
Excellent. Herschel's completely on board with this. As you've seen, he's a seasoned hunter himself, so he knows these woods fairly well. All right. So, who wants to lead?
Well, I'm gonna go into stealth.
Okay.
Boom.
Okay. No, nobody's really trying to stop you from stealthing, so yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I'm gonna be moving quietly. I'm not necessarily stealthing. I want the other two to be able to see me.
Okay.
But walking quietly-ish.
Okay.
I'm gonna get up ahead a little bit and start following the trail.
All right. Perfect. So you can definitely tell that this must have been the way that they've gone, because you can tell that there's some drag marks. And you can see this, it's fairly obvious they're goblins. They're not really trying to be too, sneaky about that they're dragging a dwarf and a human. There's goblins. They're kind of struggling with it, right? So,
Yeah.
Probably about 10 minutes in, Roland notices that there's a snare laid across the pathway. Probably about 50 feet up ahead.
I'd give my signal to stop and point out to these guys that there's something there, and walk myself obviously around. Well, can I get around it, or is it like in a place where I can't? It's too thick to.
Yeah, no, you can walk around it for sure.
I get around it, and then wait till they came up and kind of like make sure that I can watch their footing so they didn't get caught. Make sure that they actually see it.
Excellent. Yeah. All right. Yeah, you can definitely tell that what Roland's doing, sort of thing, and so Varus and Herschel, they easily sidestep the snare, and that's that. They just continue on their way, nice and quietly. Nothing too concerning. So, probably about another 10 minutes walking, Roland comes up to an area, and it looks like it's a little disturbed. And with your survival training, you can easily tell that they've just thrown some leaves and bush over a pit that they've dug. They're goblins. They're not that smart. So you see this pit.
The stop signal, and I'll pull my short sword out and kind of poke at it to collapse the stuff down into the pit.
All right, and it collapses, sort of thing, and Herschel, Varus, they both see this and easily just walk around it, sort of thing. So when you continue on the path, just walking, it's everyone's kind of staying quiet because they don't really know what's happening quite yet, if that makes sense. And all right. And you gentlemen actually come up to a bit of a clearing. So
You're already there. Is there a way for me to drag my guy out?
I was actually just looking at that, and I don't know if you have a token, which seems... Oh, yeah, you do. How come we cannot drag him out? Come on.
Give me my token.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, so I'm...
Are you able to control him, though? Okay,
Yes,
yeah,
yes, I am.
perfect. And... boom. Alright, so we're back here.
We really go that close, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
So I'm leading
You're,
the way.
you're a little ways ahead. Alright. So, fun fact. Each of you get 75 XP for that. Right?
Fun fact.
I know, right?
Is that our first experience gain, or did we
That
get...
is the first experience game.
What about the other goblins?
Yeah, that's part of this.
Oh, we got
They were
level.
still bored.
We got no. Yeah.
200 experience or 300 experience or something for level 2.
I think it's 3, if I remember correctly. And I could very well be remembering terribly. Alright, so you guys come up to this said clearing.
It is 300.
It is 300. Excellent.
It is 300. You remember correctly than me.
Oh, yeah. Winning. Alright.
So we come up to the clearing.
And
What else?
allow me to interject some text. Following the Goblin's Trail, you come across a large cave in a hillside, 5 miles from the scene of the ambush. A shallow stream flows out of the cave mouth, which is screened by dense thickets. A narrow dry path leads into the cave on the right-hand side of the stream. I know it's stream, I just want to be silly. So yeah, there you go. That's all you get.
Do you have any way to cross the stream?
The stream's only like 2 feet deep, so you're fine.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's-
And how big? How far? Is it literally 5 feet across there?
Yeah.
All right. This is a good point for us to end it at. We've just got to the clearing of Cragmaw Hideout, which is where the next majority of our playthrough will take part in. And yes, we've got some good combat coming up in the next episode. So I hope you enjoy it. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, share to all social medias. We live stream every Monday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Between this group and the other group, it keeps me very busy. And if not, I have just a plug-and-play group if we're unable to get the full player combatants, I guess, together. We do that. So every Monday, 6 p.m. on Twitch, we will be there playing Dungeons & Dragons. So we hope to see you there. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.